All right, so this is my Titan fold-in rack. I'm gonna go over a couple secrets that I wish that I would have known before installing this thing. So Titan actually makes wheels for this thing. I didn't know that at the time. I do now. But if you don't want to install wheels for whatever reason, then you can get these magic furniture pads and they work just fine. Slides this thing out like a breeze. This is what it looks like when it's underneath the rack. Like I said, there's not much to it. Slides like a breeze, even on these mats. By the way, I don't take these off. They stay underneath the rack the entire time. If I could do it over again, I would have every single one of these pins set like this. That way, they don't ever move. You don't ever have to worry about losing them. But this was by total accident. All right, so see how high up this safety bar is? That is actually as low as it will go because of how long it is. So for future reference, make sure that if you put your studs on the wall like this, that you go as low as absolutely possible. What that's gonna do is give you more room so that you can adjust the safety bars exactly where you need them and you won't have any issues. It's actually the same concept on the top as well. You want the top to go about as high as it can possibly go before the pull-up bar gets in the way. I got lucky because this just so happened to be at the perfect height to where it's perfect for me to squat. But if you're taller than 5'11", you're gonna have some issues. Once you figure out where these hooks need to go, mark them in some way and label them. That way you don't have to play with the holes every single time that you're trying to do a workout. You can just put them right where they need to go and it saves you a whole bunch of time. My last piece of advice is don't try to find studs, okay? Make the stud yourself. Just trust me on this. Even if you have an unfinished basement like how we started and we added extra studs just for this purpose, we still couldn't find the right ones at the right size. So make your own. Go to Lowe's and get you a couple 2x8s, or maybe just one big one and have them cut it for you to the exact size that you need for free. Bring them back home, mount them where you need them, and then mount your rack. I hope this video was informative. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a comment. These are just issues that I remember being an issue whenever I was putting this thing together, which by the way was a total pain in the ass. So I recommend you have at least 2, maybe even 3 people doing it. And I know at some point during this video, you probably saw this gym decor and was like, man, where the fuck did you get that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. So I had this gym decor custom cut by Moonlight Services. They're based out of Indianapolis, Indiana, and he had to ship it to me and also had him powder coat it. So it wasn't cheap, but it was worth it to me. If you wanna get in contact with him, I'll put the link down in the description.